One of the most creative forces in the NBA.
That was Clyde Drexler. I had nothing to do with it. Oh, what a great thing! Yeah. And a put up by...
Let the guys start to lick their wounds and get ready for the next one.
Here's Paul.
Two rebounds away from a triple-double, 22 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds.
Kevin Durant recently said that guards who stand 6'2" and under are becoming a thing of the past.
If the 6'2" and under guard is at a premium no more as a starter, maybe as a backup.
If you look at the game today, point guards now are 6'7", 6'8", 6'9".
And there's been unbelievable games.
You still need some guys out there that know the playbook, that know how to orchestrate the game or whatnot. And if you come across a guy who ain't 6'2", you know, that's 6 feet, 6'1" or whatnot, they're going to be just fine.
Well, now tuned in to the Dark Times Challenge.
Right, like everybody thinks that they going to be the next Wemby just because they tall, right? And everybody think that they're going to be KD because they tall. But KD probably be the first person to tell you, and I don't know, but you still need some basketball IQ, some smarts. Like everybody think you can throw all these forwards on the court and just say go win the game. No, that ain't happening.
Off the three, off to the left, no good, and the rebound, Jabari Smith.
Right, you still need some guys out there that know the playbook, that know how to orchestrate the game or whatnot. And if you come across a guy who ain't 6'2", you know, that's 6 feet, 6'1" or whatnot, they're gonna be just fine.
1/2 minutes. 6 to shoot. Hardaway to Lister.
Well, Hardaway just, when he finally broke down Avery Johnson and beat him, people had to help, and that left Alton Lister.
These players now play accidental basketball, and it drives me and Phil crazy because it's all penetrating pitch. You may make the shot, you may not. You have no idea who's going to be open or whatever. It's accidental basketball. We play basketball with purpose.
And that's really the bigger point Kobe Bryant was making. Yes, the game has evolved, but somewhere along the way, the evolution started removing so many things that made basketball actually feel like basketball.
And then we've lost post-up players. Bigs don't even have a place in the game anymore.
Right.
That to me is the tragedy, because now what we do is we have these guys that work in basketball offices that are analytic guys that sit here and say why we need to shoot more threes than twos. And they convince the upper management and everybody else that you should be, guys that never played the game, you should be shooting more threes than twos.
Game of basketball is pretty simple if the ball's moving.
Sure.
Now, the point guard can do whatever he wants to do. Instead of dribbling from one side to the other, back and forth. But he's an initiator, and if he gets that ball moving, that ball's moving, everybody feels a part of it. It doesn't matter where it ends up, because it's always going to end up to the best player. You know? Sometimes that always happens. But
ball has energy.
That's right, and you get that ball moving, and good things happen all the time. It's a pretty simple game if you play it the right way.
You know, what's funny, what I don't like about the NBA is you're special. He's a difference maker. He's a floor general. He has the IQ. He makes those around him better. And if you look at the game today, point guards now are 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". So I'm like, we're missing the point guards, traditional point guards, I like to call them. You know, like a Chris Paul. It seems like those that are a little shorter aren't getting the same opportunities as they did before, because the game has evolved in a different direction. Yeah, it's evolved, and everybody think just because you're tall, you got to be able to dunk and all this stuff like that. But being able to shoot the ball and actually being able to run a team. Yes. Right? Everybody talk about having that guy who's an extension of the coach or not. Like there's so much that's happening on these teams, and I'm glad that I'm done now, and I know these locker rooms. I spent more than half of my life in these locker rooms, and it doesn't always have to be the point guard, but somebody got to be in there and lead. Yes, right, lead and know that when this stuff is going on in the game, that this is what we're trying to get back to. Like a lot of those guys.
Unfortunately, the biggest challenge for smaller guards in today's NBA usually comes on the defensive end, with nearly every team spreading the floor and playing 5 out.
About to back Shepard down or use the actual screen, but at the last second he spins baseline and immediately gets by the Rockets' point guard. Now he's a step on the defender, but Shepard's quick enough to force Pat a bit closer to baseline. But with the rest of the Rockets not helping, Spencer easily bullies him in the paint and puts him in the weight room. The problem with switching is that it creates mismatches. Now Santos has a much smaller Shepard in the post, so once Draymond got the ball up top, you know he's immediately looking to pass into the mismatch. Houston still is not helping and staying home, so he's an easy lob over Shepard, who makes it worse by not only getting beat, but jumping and fouling Guy Santos for the and one. That's worst case scenario for the defense. Without waiting for the defense to get set, Melton goes into isolation mode on the weak defender and Shepard, tween, hezzy, then gets in the paint with zero resistance. Bodies Shepard to push him off bounds, forcing the Rockets point guard to make another stupid mistake by desperately getting his hand in the cookie jar. Another stupid soft foul by Shepard that gets the Warriors an and one opportunity right at the basket.
So do you think the profile of players changed? Like, I'm been thinking, I'm like, I don't know if the 6'2" and under guard is at a premium no more as a starter. Maybe as a backup. But you have to be.
We just talked about this the last night.
It's gotten compressed.
It has.
Right? It's compressed.
Yes.
It's at like either Donovan Mitchell, Drew Holiday, 6'3", Lou Dort, or it's you got to be.
You can't get picked on defense. That's the thing, because we play such the pick-on game that they will really, literally, if you can't guard, they will bring you up every play.
Yeah.
And if you're 6 foot, 6'1", and you're not a bulldog like a Davion Mitchell, Drew Holidays. On the defense side, or you're not an offensive flat-out savant like Kyrie, where you can score on dudes 7 feet easily and ISO, then I just can't see. And then you got your, nowadays, offenses are giving the ball to their best player. I don't care if you're 6'9", 6'10". If you out on that perimeter, Paulo up there, bring up Darius Garland. If you don't have that built in. But Cleveland did a good job of building in that help around them. But if you don't have that around, those guards at that size, it's going to be tough.
Because now 5 guys outside the three-point line.
Exactly.
If he played 10, 15 years ago and beyond, 6 out of 10 dudes are inside the three-point line. You got help right there. Right?
That makes defense easier for everybody. It's harder for some of the best.
So when people question the direction the game is taking, it doesn't automatically mean they're stuck in the past. It doesn't mean they're scared of change either. And I see plenty of comments on many of my videos saying that change is inevitable, that the evolution of the game can't be stopped, and that the old heads just need to accept it. While that may absolutely be true in a lot of situations, the only real way to evaluate what we're watching today is by comparing it to what came before.
Shepard, they can't erase what we were, baby. Champions, baby. They can't erase what we were, man.
So this isn't just about nostalgia for people who grew up watching basketball in the 80s, the 90s, or even the 2000s. It's bigger than that. It's about watching an entire style of basketball that so many people fell in love with gradually transform into something completely different. That leaves a lot of fans wondering whether we'll ever see a return to true basketball again, a game built on variety, nuance, and creativity. Or has 5-out read and react basketball simply become the version of the sport the NBA has chosen to embrace moving forward? But that's my perspective. Now I'd love to hear yours, so let's talk about it down in the comments section like we always do. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button for me. As always,